Hey there, Big Brother fans. Well, we've got another explosive update from the live feeds inside the BB26 house. Juicy spoilers fresh from the latest Power of Veto ceremony. So let's dive right in. I'm going to tell you what happened and whether Tucker played his Power of Veto and all the plotting that's going on behind the scenes. So first, let's set the stage. You know, Angela has a pretty useless head of household this week, but she is sitting pretty because she is completely safe and she is actually having a chance to take her breath and kind of do some damage control and reform some of those relationships that she ripped apart with her first disastrous yet successful HOH. And Quinn, of course, is playing his sneaky deep fake HOH power that is, you know, an open secret, not a secret at all. And that twist has been causing some waves in the house, especially among the alliance of the collective. So now let's talk about the main event, the veto ceremony. Drumroll, please. Tucker, our POV winner, finally decided to play it smart this time around. A lot of people were very concerned that he was going to do some bizarre play because he's very confident he can win yet again in the AI arena. And people were saying, you know, he already pulled the twist by pulling Angela off the block, so he needs to just play it safe, make sure he stays in the game. And indeed, it looks like Tucker opened up his ears and listened. And unlike last week, he decided to use that golden power of veto on himself. I mean, we cannot blame Tucker at all because he is a top target of Quinn's, and people like him, but they also do see he's a physical threat. And you know, in Big Brother, you've got to watch your own back. So with Tucker taking himself off the block, Angela had no choice in the matter. And our deep fake HOH Quinn decided to put up none other than Rubina in his place. And remember, Tucker already knew that was going to happen. That was a conversation between Quinn and some others, including Brooklyn, about putting her back on the block and basically letting Tucker know if he pulled himself down that she was going up, because they were kind of hoping Tucker wouldn't pull himself down and then they could target him. But he did the smart thing and he kind of said, you know, I'm going to watch my own back and she can play her own game. They're trying to keep their showmance under the radar and not take it too far, but it's still happening, but it did not protect her. So now alongside Makensy and Cedric, we have Rubina. But while she's not sitting pretty right at the moment, it is an interesting week and there's still time left to play and time to save her game, because here's where it gets interesting. The current house target is looking like it is Makensy. She seems to have a big old bullseye on her back, but of course you have to expect the unexpected because it's Big Brother, and the AI arena will play out on Thursday's live eviction. It is going to be a three-way showdown between Cedric, Makensy, and Rubina. And it's kind of interesting because Tucker has been trying to drum up support to take out Cedric if he doesn't win the AI arena. And if he's paying attention, he should see that that is not going to happen. There's just simply not the votes. And it's going to come down to it where we should have a nail biter week. The collective is coming up with a strategy. They are playing it smart. They are looking to split their votes so that they can save Cedric, but still keep the alliance under wraps and don't try to let it go public. And in case you don't remember who is in the collective, it is a good size alliance, and that gives them some power. It's Brooklyn, Cam, Cedric, Chelsie, Joseph, Kimo, Quinn, and T-Kor. And they have, you know, Rubina and Tucker on the outside of that, and they're not, you know, at one point they were kind of associated to it, but not anymore. And so the collective is still in place, and they want to use their power in a creative way to try and fly under the radar. And then this is interesting. If Makensy pulls off a miracle win in the AI arena, because she is pretty athletic, if she's able to save herself, it still is not going to be Cedric that is anybody's target except for Tucker, he can probably talk Angela into targeting him just because Angela kind of owes him for that former save that he did on her. And Rubina would probably be out the door if Makensy is saved. So poor Cedric, you hate to see pawns go home. It's not smart to volunteer as a pawn. Cedric feels a little bit of that pressure, but it looks like he is safe this week, even if he doesn't win the AI arena. Now, let's just talk about Tucker real quick before we go. Our boy is still trying to stir things up in the house this week, but he just doesn't have the numbers to back him up. People have kind of low-key been letting him know, like when he's making suggestions about targeting Cedric, they're like, yeah, well, it's a good idea, but you don't have the numbers. And the collective, because of so many people in it, it is a very strong alliance. And remember, though, in the Big Brother house, alliances can shift faster than you can say eviction. And while the collective is low-key running the show right now, everything could change because there's still some distrust about Quinn keeping his secret power a sort of secret. So there's still some feelings hurt, but it looks like things are ironing out. But with an alliance that big, as we always know, they're going to have to turn around and cannibalize themselves soon. We will see how it goes. That's all for now, Big Brother junkies. Thank you for tuning in for this live feed update. We are looking forward to seeing all this action in the edited episodes on CBS Wednesday and Thursday. Stay tuned for those and come back here often for more BB26 updates.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.